So hey guys, thanks for checking out my second YouTube battle. I'm pretty new to this YouTube thing, so yeah. And it really means a lot to me when you guys just view my video. I don't care if you don't sub, but it means a lot to me when you guys just view. So he goes for he has Jolteon, I have a Celebi. He goes for the hidden power fire as he tells me, and it does just above half. And I go for the SR just because I can. And I predict another one coming, so I go to my Heatran, but he predicts that nicely and goes for the Shadow Ball. And I resist that, so it's pretty good. And he brings out his Tentacruel, and as he was trying to avoid my Earth Power, but it just goes to Tentacruel. I don't see the logic to that, actually. No, I really don't. So, but then I just go for the Lava. My Lava just come in his face again. So that brings about red health. Yeah, red health. So he throws his Toxic Spikes in my face. So I was like, alright, since my team like really resists this, so I'll let him do that. So I go for another Earth Power, and that will surely KO his face. So next he brings in a fucking Chiro, his fucking Heracross. So and then I switch out, bringing my Jirachi because I was predicting a close combat, but he predicts that nicely and goes for the EQ. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, that does decent damage, and because my Jirachi is pretty bulky, and yeah, that does a lot of damage. And I can see that he has a Flame Warp, so I'm pretty sure he's Guts. So I go for the sub, and he goes for another Earthquake, and that just takes down my sub, because I thought he would switch, because that was just my process of thinking. I don't really know. So I get my lefties gain, and he just burns himself, and I switch out. I don't want to get another Earthquake. I go to my Gyarados, and he just goes for the EQ, doesn't affect me, and he gets burned. That's pretty good. So he switches out and goes into Mochi. He is fucking Machamp, and I'm pretty sure this guy has Stone Edge, but I go for the Dragon Dance because he switched out. So sure, I thought a Waterfall to his crotch would probably do a ton of damage to him, but no. Well, instead of going for the Stone Edge, he goes for the substitute. So I was really confused at this point. So I thought he would like Toxic or do something to me, so I go to my Gliscor to take that, but no, he goes for the Stone Edge, and yeah, that's pretty good. And I go for the EQ just because I can, and it's stabbed and stuff, and that will do a lot of damage to whether or not it's effective or not. And he goes for the Dynamic Punch. I know I resisted, but his sole purpose of doing that was just to get my Gliscor confused and shit. But I was alright though. And he switches out his Machamp. He goes to a Tisk Tisk, his Skarmory. And what I should have done is gone into the Taunt instead of Toxic, because I went for Toxic because I thought he'd stay in and do something. But yeah, I don't want to stay in. I want to go to my Jirachi because he's gonna set up spikes as a mid-game fucker. So yeah, I go to Jirachi and get the 170 HP from leftovers, and I go for a T-Wave. So I was thinking I could probably like para-flinch this guy to death, probably, but no, he goes for this spikes. So my team actually like resists spikes and toxic spikes, so I just let him put on the layer. So yeah, I predict he's gonna go to something else. So he goes into Say Bliss. He's fucking Blissey, and I go for the sub because I predict switch. So I go for the T-Wave just because I can, and I want this thing dead now because I can't do a whole lot to him. And he has a Heal Bell, which makes it like 10 times worse. Oh, and there was the mouse. So yeah, he gets his lefties gain, and I go for another T-Wave, predicting because my process of thinking was he wouldn't think I would go for another T-Wave. He would think I would switch into another one, but no, I stay in, go for the T-Wave. He predicts that nicely, I guess. I don't know, but he goes for the flamethrower, and that will do nothing because I'm to sub and it gets a crit. So I don't want to risk him getting a Heal Bell off again, so I go for the Iron Head, and sure enough he gets a flinch, which is really good, and I get like 194 health, which is pretty, but he probably has like 669 or something. So yeah, I get the sub up, and he gets a Power Hack. That was just pure luck in my part, but that's pretty good though. And he gets lefties gain. I go for the Iron Head again. So that's pretty good because I go for the Iron Head. It does about below half, and he gets Power Hacks again. It's either Power Hacks or flinch, so that didn't really matter. And I go for another Iron Head again because I don't want this guy like going for Heal Bells or like aromatherapies or shit like that. So he gets the lefties, I get the lefties, and he's now, I know another Earth Ironhead will take him down, so I just go for it. And if it doesn't, he'll get the flinch or something like that. So yeah, and he does die, so that's good. And my Jirachi's looking pretty good, sub up and everything and shit. And I go, since he doesn't have this heal bell shit anymore, I go for the Thunder Wave. And he's now his, because I have the Thunder Punch in this thing. But no, I was thinking of like going for the Machamp as well. But like it works well because he whirlwinds me and I do go to Machamp, so that's pretty good. So I get the Toxic Spikes and I'm hurt by Poison and shit, yeah. And I was thinking that's pretty good. I could either go to Jirachi or go to Parafusion Machamp. So I just decided to go to Parafusion because Parafusion has it's less likely to even like have it's less likely that he'd hit me. So that's pretty good. And I get Toxic Poison damage, and my Machamp's looking pretty good. And I go for another Dynamic Punch, and this time he gets another hurt. He hurts himself again. And I get hurt by Toxic again, and he gets his lefties. So I know another would kill him, so I go for another D-Punch, and that will KO his Skarmory. So that's really good in my part. And then next, he brings out his Dr. Thunder, was it? Or yeah, Dr. Thunder. Yeah, it's Jolteon. And he goes for the Thunderbolt, because I know I could survive it looking at how much I had. So I stay in, and I go for the rest. So he was like, well, I could probably take you down now. So I was like, no, I have the rest. He was like, fuck. So that works out pretty well. And I regain my health, and I switch out, go to Gliscor, predicting a T-Bolt, and he does go for it. And that's pretty good, because I get my lefties, and I got a free switch in and shit, but no, he has the freaking hidden power of Ice. He told me it was Fire, and I was just confused right then. And he just fools me right there, so that's okay. So I go to Heatran for that short kill, and I get hurt by Spikes, and I go for the Earth Power, comes in his face, and Heatran just pwns it. So yeah, that's pretty good. And next he brings in his Heracross, so that was pretty bad. So this is like another, something that happens before, but I bring in the Celebi, because I can probably resist. I resist Earthquake, and I know he go to it, and I resist it, but I get the poison damage, so that's pretty bad. So I don't know, without the poison, that would have done, like, not even that much, I bet. So, just because looking at where his life is at and health is at, so I go for a Leaf Storm, just to get damage on this guy, and he gets a Mega Horn on, so that's just luck right there. Getting off Mega Horn was just luck. So yeah, his burn, I know Jirachi can KO it with Iron Head right about now, so yeah, I go for it. And does KO Heracross. But next he brings out his freaking Mochi, his Machamp, and like I thought I could get the flinch hacks or we could KO with a crit, but no, the game decides I'm sick of your fucking Jirachi, get the fuck out of here, and it just gets me a crit. So that's pretty bad, cause yeah, I could have survived that actually, but so I go to Heatran for that sure kill, and one Earth Power will kill the Machamp, so that's a good game. So, good game, SV, Karma, yeah, we'll sure have a rematch, and the comment question of the day is, what is your favorite OU Pokemon? And, yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, guys, maybe tell me how I've done, and hope you enjoy it. Bye.